Nolan Ryan makes his first start since winning his 300th career game in Milwaukee on Tuesday night as he returns to Arlington Stadium in Texas on Sunday to take on the Toronto Blue Jays. But not a good start for Ryan, as in the top of the first he faces Kelly Gruber, and his pitch hits Gruber in the head. Fortunately for the Jays third baseman, it was an off-speed pitch, but the Jays score a run in the inning to take a 1-0 lead. And Ryan would be watched by Rangers general partner George Bush Jr. on the left and longtime Texas Senator John Tower. Then at the top of the second, this Ryan wild pitch would enable Rance Mulliniks to score, and it's 2-0 Blue Jays. Then it would be Mookie Wilson who would deliver this single to right field, and this would score Luis Sojo, and the Jays take a 3-0 lead on a sloppy Arlington Stadium field. In the top of the fourth, Sojo hits this pop fly to right field. A great running over-the-shoulder catch, though, made by first baseman Rafael Palmeiro. Then on the bottom of the fourth, after Mike Stanley drives in a run with a double, this is Steve Buechele, who hits a two-run home run, his sixth of the year. This comes off Jays starter John Cerruti and ties the score at 3 apiece. But in the top of the sixth, the Blue Jays retake the lead. John Olerud would double off Palmeiro's glove, and this would score Fred McGriff, and Toronto takes a 4-3 lead. The Jays go on to win by the final score of 6-4, handing Ryan his 268th career loss and snapping the Rangers' winning streak at 6 games as Ryan loses for the first time since June 16th. He would allow 12 hits in this game, the second highest total of his major league career, and most since he allowed 12 back in 1978. He allowed 13 in 1973. Tom Henke nails down his 23rd save by striking out Pete Incaviglia to end it. 6-4 Jays win. Cerruti the winner 8-7. Ryan the loser 11-5.
Mariners bottom of the first inning. Ken Griffey Jr. will get a base hit to right field, the third straight hit by the Mariners off of Alan Anderson. Harold Reynolds scores RBI 51 for Griffey, 1-0 Seattle. The next batter up would be Jeffrey Leonard. He'll hit a line drive base hit to left center field. That would score Henry Cotto, the fourth straight Mariner hit, RBI 64 for Leonard, 2-0 Seattle. They add one more and it's 3-0 after one. Top of the second inning, Harold Reynolds will field this Brian Harper ground ball, tags out Kent Herbeck, backhand flip to Pete O'Brien to finish the double play. Harper enters the game with a 25-game hit streak. A very scary moment for Billy Swift in the top of the fourth inning. He'll get hit right in the head by this Gary Gaetti line drive. Lays him out on the ground for close to 5 minutes, as we'll take two more looks at this as he just gets nailed right on the forehead by Gary Gaetti's line drive. And we'll take one more look at it. He was taken to the Providence Hospital in Seattle for x-rays. He never lost consciousness, but he will be held overnight at the hospital for observation. A very scary moment in Seattle as Billy Swift of the Mariners gets nailed on the head by a Gary Gaetti line drive. Top of the eighth inning now, Brian Harper at the plate. He's already gone 0 for 3 on the night. He'll lift a fly ball to right field for the final out of the inning. He goes hitless in 4 at-bats in Seattle on Sunday night, snapping his 25-game hitting streak. Move now to the top of the ninth inning. Keith Comstock will get Nelson Nilariano to foul out to end the game. The Seattle Mariners win by a final score of 4-0. 3 Seattle pitchers combined for a 3-hitter. Gene Harris, the winner, he's 1-1. Alan Anderson, the loser, he drops to 4-15, while Keith Comstock picks up his first save, his second of his career.
The month in July on the mound on Sunday afternoon, the Astros hosting the Braves. He'd strike out 4 batters in 5 innings of work, getting Jeff Treadway here in the top of the first. Then Art Howe's Astros would break out on top in the bottom of the first. Ken Caminiti with his double down the right field line scores Eric Yelding. Houston leads 1-0. In the bottom of the second, it would be Darwin with his ground rule double off Atlanta starter Steve Avery, and this would score Rafael Ramirez 2-0 Houston. The Astros score a couple of more runs to make it 4-0. Then in the bottom of the fourth, Glenn Wilson hits into this force play. Ken Caminiti tries to break things up at second base and does so, but he'd have to leave the game with a leg injury as Danny Darwin scores to make it 5-0. And then in the top of the fifth, the Braves finally get on the board. Ron Gant delivers this double to left field. Almost a great catch by left fielder Mark Davidson, but he can't hold on to it. O.W. McDowell and Lonnie Smith come in to score to make it 5-2. Houston goes on to win 6-2. Darwin, the winner, 7-1. He's 5-0 as a starter. Avery, the loser, is 1-6 as the Braves have lost 10 of their last 11, but it doesn't seem to bother Ernie Witt. Top of the first in Anaheim on Sunday afternoon. The A's wrapping up a 4-game set against the Angels. As this series would draw a total of over 188,000 fans, a California record for attendance in a series. Henderson hits his 44th career leadoff home run. That's a major league record. And his 21st homer of the year, 1-0 Oakland. In the bottom of the second with Brian Downing at the plate, it would be Henderson who'd shine defensively. He makes a beautiful catch right into the left field corner, taking away a souvenir from the fans. And we'll take another look at Ricky Henderson as he makes the catch and slams into the padding and chats with the fellas in the left field corner. Dave Stewart on the mound for Oakland would strike out 7 Angels in his 7 innings of work. Here he gets Bill Schroeder in the bottom of the 5th. And then in the bottom of the 6th, the Angels finally would get on the board against Stewart as Doug Rader's club would score its first run. Compliments of a RBI triple by Devon White. And this would score Dick Schofield off camera to tie the score at 1 apiece. The only run the Angels would score, and this not earned. Stewart now is not allowed an earned run in his last 22 innings. In the top of the 8th, the A's would win this game as Dave Henderson would single home Ricky Henderson to make it 2-1. And then it would be Mark McGuire who would drive in 2 more runs as his single would score Terry Steinbach and then Dave Henderson. And Oakland wins by the final of 4-1. Stewart has now won 4 straight decisions. He's the winner. He's 15-8. Chuck Finley, the loser, 14-5. Dennis Eckersley, his 35th save.
Sunday afternoon baseball action from San Francisco as coaches Bill Fahey of the Giants and Bill Russell of the Dodgers swap lineup cards at the beginning of the game. Here in the top of the first inning, that's Mike Sharperson following a ball down the first base line. This fan reaches over and makes the nice catch. Still in the top half of the first inning, Rafael Navoa on the mound today for the San Francisco Giants. And he will give up a gopher ball to Eddie Murray. A 3-run home run to left field. Number 17 for Murray. RBIs number 58, 59, and 60. As Sharperson and Gibson both score. And the Dodgers are on top by a score of 3-0. Then the bottom of the second inning with the LA up 4-0 and the bases loaded. Robbie Thompson hits a bases clearing triple to the gap in left center field. RBIs number 40, 41, and 42 as Matt Williams, Ernie Riles, and Terry Kennedy all score. And the Dodger lead is cut to 4-3. The very next batter would be the pitcher Rafael Navoa, and he would come up and single into right field for his first major league hit and RBI as Robbie Thompson scores. And the game is tied up at 4 apiece. Then still in the bottom of the second inning with San Francisco up 5-4, Matt Williams comes up and hits a single into right field. Kevin Mitchell scores, RBI number 86. And the Giants are on top by a score of 6-4. But in the top of the fourth inning, Eddie Murray will come up to bat once again, and he will duplicate his feat as he smacks another 3-run home run to left field. Number 18 for Murray, RBIs number 61, 62, and 63 as Javier and Sharperson both score. 6 RBIs on the day for Eddie Murray, and the Dodgers take a 7-6 lead. Then the top of the 8th inning with LA up 8-6, Kirk Gibson hits his second home run of the day. This is a 2-run home run to right field. Number 6 for Gibson, RBIs number 24 and 25. This gives the Dodgers a 10-6 lead. They go on to win it by a score of 12-6. Mike Hartley with the win, his record now 3-1. Rafael Navoa takes the loss, his record drops to 0-1. As once again the Dodgers win it by a score of 12-6.